or Bill's like an honorary member now, right?
Oh, no doubt. We'll see tomorrow what's in the paper, whether he's an honorary member. Okay, folks. I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Ulster County Capital Resource Corp. Roll call, please.
James Malcolm,
Here.
Diane Einen,
Here.
Michael Ham,
Here.
Faye Storms,
Here.
Orlando Reese,
Here.
Daniel Savona. He's here but muted.
I'm here.
And Richard Jones.
Here.
Okay. Mission statement. The mission of the Ulster County Capital Resource Corp. is to promote community and economic development in Ulster County in ways that complement the work of Ulster County, primarily through issuing and selling bonds for nonprofit institutions. I'd like you all to take a minute and look over the minutes from the April 20th, 2022. And then come back with a recommendation to accept as presented or make any necessary changes. I'll
Here, I
entertain-
motion to accept the minutes.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Danny. Anyone on the question? No. All those in favor signify by
Aye.
saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, carried. Public comment on agenda items only. Anyone? Nobody. Financials.
No report. Oh,
Okay.
no, I mean, I'm sorry, Rose, that's you.
That's all right. It's
You
really,
jumped
it's
in
really
there.
not much to
No
report.
report.
All right, are you ready for this report?
In
There
a
was
hurry, are we, Faye?
$45 of interest income. So
Okay.
$45 of interest income. The only other thing on here was the negative escrow, and that was for Romeo Kia, which will obviously be wrapped up in part of their closing, which should be is imminent today, tomorrow, whenever that should happen. And that's it.
Motion to accept financials as presented. Mike Ham, Jim Malcolm. Anyone on the question? No. All those in favor? Signify by saying aye. Aye. Brings us to the chair's report. Let the record show my report is the same as my report in the last meeting. That brings us to the CEO's report. UHY invoice. Go ahead.
So same thing here. This was more than we had originally anticipated, but is under budget. I think it was 7,500. I know Diane and I had looked at it a week or two ago, but a lot has happened in the last couple of weeks. So it's $7,000. Again, like I said, under budget. So Diane and I, same thing as with the IDA, we plan to discuss with UHY ways to make this better and streamlined a little bit better. I just need a motion and a non-roll call vote to pay it, please.
I have a motion to pay the UHY, please.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you,
Okay.
Faye. Can I have a second? Or Mr. Reese?
Thank you.
There right away. Give somebody else a chance, Orlando. Would
I
you?
know.
Hey, Rose.
I go with a plan.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, carried. Thank you, sir. People's Place update.
Yep, so on page 10 is an update from People's Place of where these cards were distributed and what's going on. You can see, you go, yes? Did you have a question? No? Yes? Sorry. So all the way to the right, you can see that People's Place distributed 1,300 of the gift cards already. 1,879 were distributed altogether. Remaining at any of the locations is 211. I just want to touch base on a couple of these that have so many of how much were initially given to them. Phoenicia Library and then the Pine Hill Library. They received them like 2 days before I got this report from Christine. There were some issues of getting them out there, so I drove them out there a couple Fridays ago. So I will tell you though that I did talk to the director of the Phoenicia Library, and she told me that it was literally a mini Christmas for some of these people, and they were so appreciative because this is, like we had talked about, this is the time of year that people forget about things like this, and to be
Tell that
able
piece of shit Maloney this.
to people
Excuse
forget
me.
that that people need help at this time of year as well. So,
So did they say how many were distributed? Did they get them all out?
yeah,
Quickly?
1,879 have been given out. 211 are remaining at locations. They did get an extra 90 gift cards comped because of like the discount of buying so many. So, that's
Excellent job, excellent job. Thank you, Mr. Ham, for coming up with that idea and everyone for
In
working.
spite of
along-
what they said,
I'm sorry?
in spite of what they said about the cards.
Yeah.
It was a
well,
great idea, Mike.
People, glass houses, whatever, you know, we know it made somebody happy. That's all that matters. So that's it, Rose.
That's it.
Can I get a motion to accept the CEO's report?
So
Rick,
moved.
thank you, Rick. I knew you were going to say that. Danny,
Second,
anyone on the question? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carried. Thank you very much. Audit, Dr. D.
Nothing to report, Chair.
Excellent. Finance, Fay. Come on,
Nothing.
Fay, come strong.
Should I sing a response or something?
Absolutely.
please do, please do.
I got
Nothing
nothing.
to report, Chair.
Oh, Fay.
God,
Hey,
thanks, Faye.
you better make room on your business card for that too. You do some good stuff there. Mr. Ham, governance.
Governance, do we have to go through the UTEP update on this one for UCCRC?
Joe,
We could, Mr. Ham, and the reason I'm stumbling a little bit is that, a big part of the UTEP is, and a big part of the UTEP is the pilot agreement. So
Correct.
maybe what we should do is forward this back to governance, because there's no pilot agreement with the CRC because you're doing not-for-profit projects. So I think what we should do is, my recommendation respectfully would be to pass this back to governance and have governance look at this in terms of how they want this to be handled on CRC projects.
So noted. Okay.
Let
So
the record know the council passed the buck. Back to Mr. Ham.
I got it. I got it. And somewhere along the line, Diane, don't worry. I'll throw it back over to audit. Okay. I don't know how, but
I believe
It's like
that.
getting into the mafia with the saint on fire. You go, you go.
Chair, no, I have no report for governance for the UCCRC.
There you go. Anything under old business? Counselor, CEO, anything?
Nothing from council.
New business?
Nope.
And again, before I adjourn, thank you very much, all of you. Remember this, you are still board members until the end of May.
Don't forget, Jimmy.
So you may be called on, well, most of you anyhow, may be called on. But look, thank you again. What a great group of people. And, I'll accept the motion to entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion, we get the hell out of here.
Orlando, have a second by Dan Simone. All those in favor? Aye.
Yes.
Opposed? Let the record show at 10:40 we adjourned.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Let's
Hey,
stay on the road.
Good
Rick,
luck to
hey,
everyone.
Wow.
Rick,